Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Robert, aka the Tall Man, and today we are going to do something just a little different. It's not RVs. Today I am with my good friend Amanda, and we are going to look at her newest animal rescue. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. All right, so as I said, we are with my friend Amanda, and I've known Amanda now for 3 or 4 years, and she recently rescued an animal, a beautiful horse, which you're gonna get to see here in just a minute. Her name is Zoe, and when Amanda first told me she was rescuing this horse, I'm like, what? What? I didn't know you loved horses. What's that? Where'd this all come from?
Well, I've actually loved horses for a long time, since I was a kid. But I did meet Zoe through my friend Rosie. I was helping her out at the barn. I just love being there, being around the animals like you guys. I'm a serious animal lover of all shapes and sizes. But something about Zoe, she just needed a little bit of extra attention. When I met her, she had a pretty bad wound on her leg that wasn't, you know, they were trying to treat it, but it really wasn't the treatment that she needed. So I started in there, just kind of like helping her every day, keeping that wound clean, and you know, I fell in love with her, and she really fell in love with me. She seemed kind of depressed when I first met her, just like, you know, a little bit down, and now she runs through the pastures, she rolls, and so she's a happy girl, and I saw that kind of coming out in her the more that I spent time with her, and I'm like, she just needs somebody to be with her. So it is a little crazy, just because it's a big step, but I board here, and there's a lot of really knowledgeable horse people here. There's another barn across the way. This is a family kind of setup we have here, so it's nice, and there's always somebody. If I have a question, there's always somebody to ask, so I'm not going in it alone. And I'm excited that you guys came down
Yeah, absolutely.
to see her.
We've been trying to come out here, but you know, schedules and everything.
Yeah.
And so this wound on her leg, would this typically have been something that in a lot of cases she would have been put down because it's hard to come back from?
A lot of times, yes. And if it's not treated appropriately, yes, definitely. It's something that they don't come back from. It's called pitheosis. It's a very, very aggressive, quickly growing, it's actually comes from zoospores, which is like a fungal kind of thing, and it's in standing water, and it can be in your grounds.
It's not a fungi.
No, it's not. No, it's not fun for anybody. And we've been treating it now since the beginning of November, and we've been using this holistic salve, and you know, there's a lot of different ways. There's a lot of different treatments that are out there, vaccines, where they debride the actual growth. And I
scrape it off.
I'll get you some pictures so you can show the listeners and viewers.
They may not want to see that.
They may not want to. It'll be optional at the end after the credits.
I'll have to put up a disclaimer for you weak stomach people. Skip this part.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, and you know, a lot of the times if you cut that off, it'll just continue to grow back, and it becomes more and more aggressive, and then it spreads up the leg. Once it starts to spread, the prognosis is very, very bleak.
All right.
So,
well, you know what? Let's go meet Zoe.
let's do it.
Hello, Zoe. Hello, Zoe. What is that? That's a camera.
Rosie. She was born at a particular barn that Zoe was living at, and I noticed that she had a pretty bad wound on her leg, and as you can see, this is kind of the remnants of it here. This was the worst part. It was probably, when I first started treating it, if you can kind of see the line of my finger here, it was probably protruding about that much. And you can still see, you know, we've got some protrusion here, so we've still got a bit to go. This one was actually a sore that had been on her probably for at least a year before I met her. And summer sores are very common in Florida just because of the wet. But summer sores usually heal up and, you know, go away. This thing just wouldn't heal, so we're actually suspecting that this was pitheosis as well. But yet we're using these salves on it. They come from a woman here in Florida. She actually lives parallel to us here on the Treasure Coast, but she's on the other coast of Florida. So I liked that about her because she deals with the same kind of issues that we deal with weather-wise and, you know, just kind of mucky ground-wise. And she makes this stuff. So this is the All Heal. That's what I'm using on it right now, just because we really want this protrusion to go ahead and go down. Once it's flattened, we're gonna go into using the Swell Gone salve again. But this is a twice a day treatment. So this guy, we actually will wrap this guy. He'll be wrapped just because if she lays down or something like that, and when she goes to get up, it'll rub there. So this one's wrapped, this one's unwrapped, and this one we treat twice a day. This one's a once a day.
And you wrap it up at night typically, right? Yeah.
Usually it would be wrapped now. I left it off because I knew you guys were coming, and you know, I wanted to make sure you were able to kind of see them up close. But I do have to go through the process here of cleaning it all off. I did a quick clean on this one early this morning, but basically we'll clean all the old salve off. We clean it with a sea salt water solution, put the new salve on and wrap it up. We're also treating several other things on Zoe. A couple of things that I don't really know what they are, and a lot of horse people don't know what they are. And then actually she just had the farrier out yesterday to do her feet, and I found out she's got white line disease on all 4 of her hooves. So that's another thing we're working on with her.
If you had to guess and put a number together, what's it costing you to take care of Zoe? And you know, because basically you rescued her because these other people were respectfully neglecting her a little bit, and so you've taken her in and you're treating her and buying the salves and her food and boarding. If you had to put a number to it, what's it cost, you know, on a monthly basis to take care of Zoe?
It's probably about $500 a month in board and food, including her treats and supplements and things like that she's on. You know, to the untrained eye, she might look like she's in pretty decent shape, but she actually has a lot of dietary things going on. She needs to fill out a lot more here in her butt, her top line here. So all of that we're kind of working on dietary stuff. It could probably be about $400 a month for board and feed if we weren't doing all that kind of extra stuff.
Gotcha. And then all the supplies.
Yeah. So, I've bought 5 of these. They're about $50 a pop, and we started our treatment November 9th. So, you know,
it adds up.
It does. And then really and honestly, the bandage has gotten a lot less complicated from when it was oozing and pardon the description. So I'm able to use a lot less cotton and a lot less vet wrap. But these cotton rolls I've been through, I know 12, 15 of them already, and they're about $7 a pop. So that, and then of course paper towels, gloves, things of that nature, vet wrap.
Never mind the time.
Yeah.
It's very time intensive.
Yes.
You're here in the morning, you know, sometimes you'll leave and then you'll have to come back in the afternoon and the evening because this isn't where you live.
Yep.
She's boarded here on this beautiful place. But you know, you live in a normal home in a normal neighborhood, right? 25
minutes away, and me coming twice a day, that's a couple hours behind the wheel that, you know, give or take, that I'm putting in. And then, yeah, the time. The thing is, you know, if you don't take care of your horse, nobody else will. So
right.
You've got to devote the time. If you're going to get one of these animals, it's just, you know, there's no way around it. You've got to be here for them. And the power of observation is huge. You know, once you learn your animal, you can pinpoint things about them that are maybe a little bit off. So you want to get that relationship. You want to get to know them so you can tell if there's anything going on with them, you know, that you need to address. But she has been a blessing to me. She really has. She's amazing. And she's spunky. She's 21 years old and she's still got a lot of spunk in her. So I know that I know that she just needed a little extra care. So this is vet wrap. I'm probably going through maybe 3 of these a week now with her wrapping. And these are $3 a pop. So as far as the math, we'll have to add that up and, you know, we'll put a number to it. But,
well, look, for you guys out there listening, you know, if you want to help donate, you know, $5, $10, you know, whatever it is, you know, these animals need loving like everybody else does. And right, Zoe agrees. Reach out. You can find my email, you know, on YouTube there, and I'll gladly tell you where you can, you know, donate a few dollars to help take care of these animals. Roxy, what are you doing? Roxy, what are you doing? This is Roxy. Hi, Roxy. This is one of her other animals. How many dogs do you have?
3.
She's got 3 German Shepherds. Look at that. This one's Roxy.
Wouldn't trade any of them for the world. So these speckles here that you can see where the fur is really thin, this is what brain rot looks like after it's healed, or, you know, is kind of still healing. All of her fur should grow back and be fine, but brain rot is a really crusty, it's from, you know, moisture staying on them and then it dry and then it gets wet again. But it's a really crusty thing and it's very sensitive. I remember when I first met her, I would run my hand down her back and she would just shiver all over because she had it so bad. And it's common for Florida. It's not like every horse hasn't had it, but to the extent she had it, it's actually left some, you know, a little bit of scarring under there.
Yeah, how long have you had her now?
I've had her for 2 months.
2 months. And you'd say progress has been?
Progress has been great. Like I said, I'll get you some pictures before and afters, but progress has been great. I mean, the wound is great. It's a little slower healing than I'd want to right now, but we're working on it. We're not skipping any days. We're not cutting any corners. Her body condition really concerned me. She is a little ribby now, and you guys can probably see that, but honestly, her body type is more of a thoroughbred, so she's always going to have maybe a few ribs that you can see probably, but she's really starting to fill out up here. I mean, you could see her before. Top line is getting better. So yeah, I'd say I'm really happy with the progress. Doesn't take, I mean, it takes a lot, but it just takes consistency. And I've got that. We can do that. But yeah, I'll have to show you some pictures so you can kind of see her before, and then I'll keep you updated so you can see the whole journey. But yeah, we don't want to see these bones here. We want that to be all filled in and this to be all filled in. Right, Zoe? Right, Zoe? Yes. Good girl.
Hello, Zoe. Hello, Zoe. What is that, huh? That's a camera.
I have lost my way in the city, and I feel alone when you're with me. I look for places where I can't hide. I guess I've been searching for places, some familiar faces. I think I just need a little light. I've been trying to fake it. I have said I can take it, but I think you should let me go. 'Cause I need some time. 'Cause it has been too long since I got any sleep. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten some time just for me. Yeah, I need some time. I think I just wanna feel like home, but these days I just feel long gone, and I don't know how to make it right. I've been trying to fake it. I have said I can take it, but I think you should let me go. 'Cause I need some time. 'Cause it has been too long since I got any sleep. Yeah, it's been a while need some time. Sometime, I need some time. Sometime, I need some time.